But what was the biggest struggle in your life? How to regain life after Frieza kills your family and destroyed your life and you can't do anything about it? How can you accept the fact that you are going to die at some point? What is your relationship with the drink? How do you keep showing up and doing the same thing? Why you never learn Kaioken or Kamehameha? What is true love that is different from the so-called true love? How do you manage to do such a good voice? Have you ever felt like your actions aren't your own?
How do you think Yamcha feels after you took his girl?
How is Bulma? Is she around lately? If ignorance is bliss and knowledge is power, how do we make ourselves more powerful in the life of a common student without becoming miserable in the lack of ignorance?
Damn, so many questions. Before we begin, I would like to say, warriors, sorry. It is not going to be possible to answer every single question you have. I am randomly going to select the questions. It is going to be purely based on luck. However, don't worry. I will always be here making content for you as long as I breathe. So I hope eventually your questions will be answered. With that said, let's get to your questions. Shiori00 asks,
this might be personal, but what was the biggest struggle in your life? Or specifically, was there a main struggle which motivated you to making this channel? Other than that, God bless you. Vegeta, I absolutely love your videos.
Life is all about struggles, warrior. You face struggles while doing everything in your life. To be honest, that is the purpose of life. Finding solutions to your struggles. I started this channel when I struggled to see so many people with so much latent potential waste away their lives, and when I struggled to find warriors who were going to stand by my side and get to the pinnacle of our race. So, the intention behind it was to help the weak and make them strong and gather the strong to make a powerful community. A community that will make a huge impact in this world in the future. 1234 GOWDAAAA asks,
how do you overcome criticism and rejection? How are you so mentally strong? What made you become an heartless person?
The key is to stop caring. No one has the power to criticize you. The only person that should be allowed to criticize you is you. If criticism from others actually bothers you, then in some way or another you feel they have a point. Fix that. Everything is fixable. I have talked in detail about these problems in these videos. They will also be linked in the description. Now for your second question, I am not heartless. Rather, I am a warrior who has control over his heart. Being strong is a full process. It involves all aspects like discipline, physical strength, mental strength, etc. I have started a series to help you get stronger. Come join our journey. The video is linked below in the description. TruthSG2 asks,
how to regain life after Frieza kills your family and destroyed your life and you can't do anything about it?
What the fuck? Simple, kill the lizard. It's Kakarot's fault he is alive anyways. N1K7YT asks,
do you actually believe in everything you create and spread? Like genuinely, do you continue to make videos because you actually care and want to help people? Or is it just for clicks and views and success of your own? Also, how has Vegeta's character actually helped you and paved the way for who you are today?
It's mostly the experiences of my own life. Wisdom I gathered through it. I share them with everyone. Yes, it's also about fame. But the fame in my mind isn't the same as what is in your mind. I want the fame as a community, of all of you, so that one day you can proudly say, I am a part of the movement. Mikey Hatake 2792 asks,
what's reality according to you?
Reality is what you make of it. It's a battlefield where your mindset shapes the outcome, whether you rise as a warrior or fall as a victim.
What is the meaning of all this?
The meaning lies in your fight, overcoming weaknesses, growing stronger, and leaving behind a legacy that speaks of resilience and determination.
Is man ever going to be able to win over depression, sadness, mortality?
Man can conquer depression and sadness through discipline and purpose, but mortality is the ultimate test. Embrace it, and it sharpens your resolve to live fully. Watch some of my videos on depression linked below.
One more thing is that how can you accept the fact that you are going to die at some point? Why?
Because death is inevitable. Accepting it isn't a weakness, it's power. Knowing the clock is ticking forces you to fight harder and live prouder. Live life in such a way that when you are on your deathbed, or when you are taking that last breath, you can tell yourself, I have lived a good, productive, and impactful life. I have no regrets. Even if your life wasn't easy, you never wasted it. Silly Billy the Actual asks,
is it ever possible to be as strong as you and meet you?
if I can do it, so can you, warrior. I wasn't so strong always. I was a weak, pathetic, narcissistic loser. Raccoon from Wish asks,
what did you have to conquer to get to where you are?
I had to conquer self-doubt, fear of failure, and the comfort of mediocrity. Every step forward demanded discipline, resilience, and a refusal to quit, no matter how heavy the burden. Aaron Yoghart.
What is your relationship with the drink?
Well, I am the cup, since he is the drink, because I'm his father. I don't give a fuck.
They call him the what? A beverage of sorts?
Next, L3V3LDBZ asks,
Are you going to parties, or are these a no-go for your lifestyle? And if no, do you feel like you're missing out?
parties aren't a priority for my lifestyle. They don't align with my focus on growth and discipline. I don't feel like I'm missing out, because the satisfaction of progress and self-improvement outweighs any fleeting enjoyment they might offer. Moreover, I do feel like I am getting way stronger than my peers, and it makes me feel good. However, watching other warriors going to parties and wasting their potential did annoy me. I already spoke of this before in a previous question. That is one of the reasons I started this channel. Unlucky3846 asks,
I want to beat my social anxiety and general anxiety disorder. Any tips or motivation for when I'm having a panic attack? And overall, how to deal with those kind of things?
when facing a panic attack, focus on grounding techniques like controlled breathing. Inhalate for 4 seconds, hold for 4, and exhale for 6. Remind yourself that it's temporary and you have the strength to endure it. Over time, confront your anxieties in small, manageable steps. Growth is slow, but every step forward counts. You are stronger than you feel in the moment. Other than that, it might be possible your symptoms are persisting. You must absolutely seek medical help when it still persists. Whack Lantern asks,
When your reason to get stronger left you, how did you keep pushing to keep becoming strong?
when my reason to get stronger left, I had to create a new reason. I shifted my focus inward, becoming stronger for myself, not for someone or something external. The pursuit of growth itself became my purpose.
When you work your butt off at a job and get nothing in the end, how do you keep doing it? I mean, how do you keep showing up and doing the same thing, knowing there's no reward for the hard work you committed to?
When hard work seems unrewarded, I remind myself that the process of working hard shapes me into a more disciplined and resilient person. Results may not come immediately, but the strength and skills I gain from persistence are the real reward. Showing up despite the lack of visible results is a testament to true character. You're not just working for an outcome. You're proving to yourself that no matter the odds, you will endure, adapt, and rise above. Book Reader X2F asks,
I only have one question. In the life of a college student, what will be my biggest challenge? Lust, loneliness, depression, not having a GF? Well, it wasn't necessary. Also, being with someone, male or female, is more beneficial or struggling alone.
your biggest challenge as a college student will depend on your mindset and circumstances. but common battles include maintaining focus amidst distractions, managing loneliness, and overcoming moments of self-doubt or depression. These challenges can shape your growth if faced with resilience and discipline. As for being with someone or struggling alone, both have their benefits. Being with someone can offer support, companionship, and motivation, but it requires mutual understanding and effort. Struggling alone builds independence, resilience, and self-reliance. The key is to know yourself. Choose what aligns with your growth and peace. Mr. Electro Minecraft asks,
how do you manage to do such a good voiceover?
It's a huge process, to be frank. Involves several softwares, including 11 Labs, which is an AI tool. Using only 11 Labs is going to give you a decent voice if you have good cloning abilities. But you need other tools like kits.ai and weights.gg to add the details. WolfShadow2418 asks,
have you ever felt like your actions aren't your own, or you go autopilot through life?
Yes, there are moments where life feels like it's on autopilot, where routines take over and purpose seems distant. When that happens, it's a sign to pause, reflect, and reconnect with your goals. Take control of your actions by reminding yourself of your purpose and making deliberate choices each day. It's about turning autopilot into intentional progress. Aryadiptus8657 asks,
what is spirituality?
Spirituality is the journey of understanding yourself beyond the surface, connecting with your inner strength, values, and purpose. It's about aligning your actions with your higher self and living with meaning.
What is true love that is different from the so-called true love?
True love isn't just emotion or passion, it's action, commitment, and growth. It's when someone stands by you, not just in the good times, but in your darkest moments, helping you grow into your best version without expecting anything in return.
Whenever you get through some misery, what do you do?
I remind myself that misery is temporary and a test of my resilience. I focus on what I can control, take small steps forward, and channel the pain into something productive, like training, learning, or reflection. Pain fuels growth if you let it. Karn Knight 1 asks,
Prince Vegeta, I have one question. If ignorance is bliss and knowledge is power, how do we make ourselves more powerful and knowledgeable without becoming miserable in the lack of ignorant bliss?
The key is balance. Use knowledge as a weapon, not a burden. Understand the truth, but don't dwell on it. Channel it into action and self-improvement. Bliss doesn't come from ignorance. It comes from mastering your reality and knowing you have the strength to face it.
P.S. also, why you never learn Kaioken or Kamehameha? Goku would have taught you if you'd asked.
Why would I lower myself to using his techniques? The Prince of Saiyans doesn't need to beg for scraps when I forge my own path to power. Kaioken and Kamehameha, child's play. My pride would never allow it.
There's some things a warrior just can't do. I'd rather die.
Dovish Sharma asks,
how can I control my mind and push myself when I feel absolutely FK'd up?
When you feel absolutely broken, control starts with small actions. Focus on your breath. Inhale deeply. Exhale slowly. Then, remind yourself of your purpose. Break your struggle into smaller, manageable battles and tackle them one at a time. Strength isn't about feeling ready. It's about acting even when you're not. Push yourself because no one else will. And that's where your power lies. Crazy Fox 6-832 asks,
where does Prince Vegeta see himself in the next 10 years? Do you plan on expanding across platforms or having any merch?
In the next 10 years, I see myself as a global force of inspiration, with my message of resilience and growth, reaching millions across every platform. Expansion is inevitable. Merch, events, collaborations, all aligned with the vision of making warriors out of dreamers. The Saiyan legacy will transcend screens, becoming a movement that inspires generations. 10AA Shift.S72 asks,
How do you get rid of mental fog, such as jealousy of Goku's strength, and focused on your progress?
Getting rid of mental fog starts with perspective. Jealousy is a distraction, a sign you're looking outward instead of inward. I stopped comparing myself to Kakarot and focused on my own growth, my own strength. The key is to channel that energy into training harder and proving to yourself that you are your greatest rival. Progress comes when you're too busy improving to envy anyone else. I have a video talking in detail about jealousy. It has been linked below.
Let Kakarot use his thoughtless Ultra Instinct all he wants, but I'm the one who's going to crush you, Jiren! And I'll do it my way!
TJ Lair YT asks,
How to be a cold-hearted and minded sort of person while also respectful to others.
being cold-hearted doesn't mean being cruel. It means staying composed, unshaken by emotions, while treating others with fairness and respect. Set boundaries, focus on your goals, and refuse to let emotions cloud your judgment. Strength is quiet and measured, not loud and reckless.
How to channel the inner soul, to let your instinct take over you.
To channel your inner soul, silence the noise, meditate, train, and push yourself beyond comfort. Instinct emerges when you trust your preparation and stop overthinking. It's about honing your mind and body so deeply that action becomes effortless and precise. Trust your training. Instincts are born from discipline. Ayush Chatterjee 2009 asks,
If life put me in very painful situation and think about giving up, then what should I do?
when pain pushes you to the edge, remember that giving up won't end the suffering. It'll just rob you of the chance to overcome it. Take one step forward, even if it's small. Focus on what you can control, and let the pain fuel your strength. Warriors rise because they refuse to stay down.
How can I maintain discipline when I go outside?
Discipline outside starts with clear boundaries. Know your priorities and remind yourself why you're committed. Plan ahead, avoid unnecessary distractions, and hold yourself accountable. Carry your purpose with you. It's your armor against temptation. FNoob6971 asks,
I want to stop bad habits like masturbation, but I am not able to it. I am not able to Sun study more than 3 hours a day. I want study at 6 hours a day. Final, what to if we are very demotivated regarding studies?
To break bad habits like masturbation, regain focus on studies, and overcome demotivation, the key is discipline and replacing unproductive actions with purposeful ones. Start by identifying your triggers and redirecting that energy. Exercise, hobbies, or meaningful goals. For studying, begin with smaller focused sessions like 25-minute blocks, gradually extending your time. When motivation fades, remind yourself why you started and focus on consistency. Every step forward, no matter how small, is progress. Strength isn't about never slipping. It's about always rising back stronger. I have a video linked below that talks about how you can study better and smarter. Do watch it. And I have also linked the videos that help to quit fapping. The Antonio asks,
My question is on non-vegetarianism. How do you think it affects our body, mind, and morale?
Non-vegetarianism provides essential nutrients like protein and B12, which support physical strength and cognitive function. However, its impact on morale depends on your values. Some feel empowered by it, while others might struggle with ethical concerns. Balance and mindfulness are key.
My second question is also based on nutrition. Do you think that getting nutrition from artificial sources is healthy in the long run?
Artificial sources can fill gaps, but relying on them long-term might lead to imbalances or miss out on the natural benefits of whole foods. Prioritize a balanced diet from natural sources and use artificial supplements only when necessary to maintain overall health. Freaking Weeb 123 asks,
Prince Vegeta, do you think revenge is worth it? Or should we just let karma take care of it? How do you stay calm when you see others succeed while you are struggling?
Revenge isn't worth your energy. True strength lies in letting karma handle the rest, while you focus on outgrowing those who wronged you. Success is the ultimate response. When you see others succeed while you struggle, don't compare. Their victory doesn't diminish yours. Use their success as fuel to push harder, knowing your time will come if you stay relentless. Saiyan God Legend asks,
Prince, do you ever regret your past decisions? How do you forgive yourself for your mistakes?
regret has no place in my life. Every decision, right or wrong, shaped me into who I am today. A warrior who learns and grows from his past. To forgive yourself, you must accept your mistakes, learn the lessons they carry, and use them as fuel to become stronger. The past is a teacher, not a prison. Watch these videos linked below to help you understand better. King of Legends asks,
Prince Vegeta, how do you handle fear?
fear is natural, but I face it head on. I break it down, understand it, and use it as a catalyst to grow stronger. Fear isn't a barrier. It's an opportunity to prove your courage and resilience.
What is your advice for someone who feels lost in life?
When you feel lost, pause and reflect on what truly matters to you. Start small, set a simple goal, and achieve it. Purpose isn't always clear, but taking action creates clarity. Move forward step by step, and the path will reveal itself. Saiyan asks,
Prince Vegeta, how do I stop overthinking? What is the best way to clear your mind?
to stop overthinking and clear your mind, focus on action instead of endless thoughts. Overthinking thrives on inaction, so channel your energy into doing, train, work, or create. When your mind races, ground yourself with deep breaths and focus on the present moment. Clarity comes when you quiet the noise by taking control of your actions. Luna Moonstone asks,
Did you know not all warriors are men?
of course I know that. Some of the fiercest warriors I've faced weren't men at all. Strength knows no gender. It's about discipline, determination, and the fire in your soul. Besides, Bulma might not fight with fists, but trust me, her wrath can rival any Super Saiyan's power level. The word warrior has no gender. Fighter of the Light asks,
Prince Vegeta, how do you handle criticism? How do I stay true to myself in a world full of fake people?
I handle criticism by filtering out what matters. Useful feedback helps me grow, while baseless negativity fuels my drive to prove them wrong. As for staying true to yourself, remember this: your values define you, not the opinions of others. Stand firm in who you are, even in a world full of fake people, because authenticity is your greatest strength. Legendary Prince asks,
How do you handle loneliness?
I embrace it. Loneliness isn't a weakness. It's a chance to reflect, grow, and strengthen yourself. Use that time to focus on your goals and build the person you want to become. Solitude is where warriors are forged.
What is the key to inner strength?
Inner strength comes from discipline, self-belief, and the refusal to quit, no matter the odds. It's about facing challenges head-on and trusting in your ability to overcome them. Strength isn't given. It's built through resilience and action. Makajan K1K asks,
You reside at Capsule Corp. How is Bulma? Is she around lately? How are two of you?
Ah, Bulma. She's as brilliant and bossy as ever, always tinkering with some invention or yelling at me for training too hard. Lately, she's been around, but between her gadgets and my training, it's like we live in parallel universes. We're doing great though. I lift weights, she lifts my patience. It's a Saiyan Earthling balance. And then at night, Warrior of Truth asks,
How do you find happiness in life? What is your advice for someone who feels empty inside?
Happiness in life isn't something you find. It's something you build. It comes from pursuing your purpose, growing stronger, and pushing beyond your limits. If you feel empty inside, start by taking small steps toward meaningful goals. Fill that void with progress, discipline, and acts of self-improvement. Purpose transforms emptiness into strength. Relentless Saiyan asks,
Prince Vegeta, how do you maintain your focus? What is the best way to achieve your goals?
to maintain focus and achieve your goals, keep your purpose at the forefront and eliminate distractions. Break your goals into smaller battles and tackle them one by one. Discipline and relentless effort sharpen your mind and carve the path to victory. Stay consistent, adapt, and never let setbacks define you. Every step forward brings you closer to success. Alpha Saiyan asks,
Prince Vegeta, what is your advice for someone who has lost hope? How do you reignite your inner fire?
if you've lost hope, start by taking one small step forward, no matter how insignificant it seems. Hope isn't something you wait for. It's something you create through action. To reignite your inner fire, remind yourself why you started, focus on your goals, and push through the darkness. Even the faintest spark can ignite a roaring flame when you refuse to give up. Bo the French Bulldog YT asks, how do you think Yamcha feels after you took his girl? Yamcha? Poor guy probably feels like he got hit by one of his own spirit balls. Devastated, but not quite destructive. To be fair though, he never stood a chance against the Prince. Bulma clearly upgraded to first-class royalty. Sorry, Yamcha. It's survival of the fittest, and you were benched. The determined one asks,
how do you fight against self-doubt? What is the key to unshakable self-belief?
I fight self-doubt by taking action. Every small victory chips away at the doubt. Focus on what you can do, and build confidence through discipline and consistency. The key to unshakable self-belief is trusting your effort and knowing that even if you fall, you have the strength to rise again. Confidence isn't given, it's earned through persistence. Well, that is it for today, warriors. I tried my best to answer as many questions I could. Let me know in the comments your thoughts on my answers. Until next time, peace out.